After you got the divorce a month later, you didn't think about going back?
I did. So I was in such a depression. I was drinking a lot.
I
My
was I,
brother was,
I was gonna ask if you hit the bottle because the bottle is
oh
normally the
yeah.
friend. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I've
Yep.
seen people kill themselves after
Mm-hmm.
SEAL training.
Yep.
And I never got to that point, but I was pretty rock bottom. And my brother, thank God, he was at his pre-med college, Miami of Ohio, doing his first 4 years, his senior year. And he's like, you need to get the hell out of there and come back and stay with me at the college for a while. So one day I just packed all my stuff up in a U-Haul, my dog, everything in the U-Haul, towed my car and drove back to Ohio without her even knowing it because we were separated at the time, but still lived in the same apartment. Drove back to Ohio and got a divorce about a month later, and I ended up
Okay.
living with my brother at his college. At that point, while I'm home, my best friend I went to high school was a cop, and he's like, I came home and visited him. He's like, come right out with me. Uh, Sometimes. So did a ride along with him. And I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, his cool uniform, his police, you're pulling over people, doing these cool calls. I'm like, you got a pretty cool job, man. You just drive around, stopping people, handling these calls. And so I started looking into it, and I found out that the GI Bill would pay for my police academy. At that time, it was super hard to become a cop then. It was a whole different world back then than it is now. 300 people would show up to a police test for 2 spots. So a lot of guys would put themselves through the police academy. I found out after I got out through my stupor a little bit, partied with my brother at his college, kind of lifted myself up. I'm like, I need to find a future here. I'm like, I'm gonna go put myself through the police academy. The GI Bill will pay for it. They'll buy my first firearm for me to train with, and that's the route I'm gonna go. And I'm like, I'll go to the police academy. If I don't get in a police department within 6 months, I'm going back in the Navy. I already made a decision of that, and so that's what started the second part of my journey.